Mashumaro no niyoi wa suka desu ka? Let's talk about it. Hello people, my name is Luxury Kutay and you are watching Smelly Cat. If you haven't done it yet, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Hit that bell icon, and if this is moving too slowly for you, don't feel afraid to change the speed to 1.5x or even 2x. Today we're going to talk about a scent that came into my life out of nowhere and created havoc in a good way. I'm talking about Mashumaro, which is Japanese for marshmallow. I hope that explains the silly intro. Let's never talk about that. So Mashumaro is a latest release from a Turkish niche fragrance house called Unique Luxury. Unique with two E's, E'. Pretty famous niche house, at least among the fragcom, with very good releases like Crush on Me and Kutay, which I've already reviewed earlier. If you haven't seen that one, I'm going to pin it in the comments. They're mostly known for beast mode, strong, in your face, unapologetic kind of scents, and that's their style, and they do it pretty well. And they've done the same with Mashumaro as well. In fact, they've taken it to the next level when it comes to the performance and all of that. I'll talk about it a little later, but let's start by looking at the presentation. The outer box comes with this sleeve. I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but it's a man roasting marshmallows on campfire while his wife, I'm guessing, is standing next to him with a Japanese umbrella. Once you take the sleeve out, here's the box inside, similar to the previous boxes that you get from Unique Luxury, nothing but the website mentioned behind. Inside you get an envelope which has a couple of cards actually. I haven't opened this one yet, but I have the previous ones, and they come with two cards with more information about the brand and also about the scent. And after that you get another card shaped like the bottle, which is hidden behind the bottle itself when you first open it. But the star of the presentation, at least, because the scent itself is also amazing, but the star of the presentation has to be the bottle. Look at it, it's such an eye-catching bottle. It has this bright red paint, not on the outside, because the outside is polished glass, but it has an inner coating of the red paint, bright and red. If this is on your showcase or in your drawer, this is going to grab attention. The cap is the same as it's always been. It has the Unique Luxury logo on top, and also sort of like a logo in the front, but with a gemstone on it. Really heavy metal cap. All their fragrances come in this 100 ml bottle with the same metal plaque up front, and all of them are extract de parfum concentration. And here is the sprayer for those who are interested. I'm going to spray it only once because this is really strong, so pay attention, okay? Okay, I'll do it one more time. Oh man, now I'm going to smell only of this all day. Okay, let's have a look at the official notes which were on the Unique Luxury website. Marshmallow, cashmere wood, milk, incense, caramel, musk, lily of the valley, rose, praline, and vanilla. Those notes don't lie. This is a sweet, smoky, yummy gourmand that actually smells quite different in the air than when you smell it up close. The opening of this one will grab your attention like this. It is strong and intriguing, a little odd even, but you know, in a good way where it sort of draws you in. And you can't figure this one out in the start, but it'll keep you wanting to sniff it again and again. And I figured that the opening is mostly rose, marshmallow, and incense. There's also something very vegetal green in this one, at least in the opening and at least up close, even in the air a little, but up close it's a lot more prominent. Very celery like green, you know, which could be the lily of the valley, the green sort of facets of lily of the valley that is giving it that feel, which is great because it sort of balances that sweetness in the opening. In about 30 minutes is when that soft, warm, lush and creamy cashmere wood and warm milk combo takes over. That soft lactonic feel gently moves into what feels like caramel and vanilla. And this cashmere, vanilla and caramel combo is like what it is going to smell like. And with a bit of smokiness, of course, not a bit, actually quite a lot of smokiness, is what it is going to smell like for days. Days, I'm not exaggerating. On paper, on clothes, and to an extent on your skin as well if you're not going to have a shower. This one is going to stick to you like a needy ex. But I'll get to the performance a little later. This is a unique scent, unique with two E's and an apostrophe. The feeling that they're trying to evoke is that roasting of marshmallow on a campfire. Now, I haven't personally done that, experienced roasting marshmallows on a campfire, but I know how marshmallows smell and I know how smoky smells. So yeah, I think they've done a good job with that. And there's no naturally occurring, burnt marshmallow smell in nature, right? So whatever they've done to achieve that, they've nailed it. That smokiness and the green feeling that I spoke to you about earlier is what makes sure that this scent doesn't get too cloying because it's so strong. The dry down of this, at least to my nose, has some similarities to Crush on Me from Unique Luxury itself. And I'm not sure if you've tried that, but it may be because of the caramel used in this one. It's not exactly the same. I'm not saying that there's the same scent. They're completely different scents, but the caramel used in this one in the dry down has a very similar feel. Not exactly the same, but just enough to tell you that they're from the same brand. Performance. This is by far one of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection. This, I've worn it 3 or 4 times now, and every time I've worn it, it's given me 16 to 18 hours of longevity. Also, another thing about this is anything that comes in contact with this will also start smelling of this. For example, this part here where I sprayed it right now, if I rub it on my shirt or on a curtain or something like that, it starts smelling like this. This happened to me when I went with my wife to the movies. I was wearing it. She had her little shawl that she was carrying with her, which came in contact with my skin, and then it started smelling of this scent. Sillage is monstrous, no doubt about that. This is going to fill the room. Like when I sprayed it two times right now to show you the sprayer, my room smells of this. Normally you'll hear me say projection is best in the first 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours even, but projection with this one is strong even after the 6 to 8 hour mark. After that, I'm not saying it dies completely, like people around you will notice you, but the best projection is in the first 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Number of sprays I do with this one, 4 maximum, and I make sure that it is away from my nose. I put it at the back of my hand or in the elbow pit. What is it called? Like armpit, elbow pit. That's where I put it. And just 4 sprays of this one because it can get a little too much because of how strong this one is. And it's not a scent that you're going to go nose blind to. And even though it smells amazing, you don't want to smell something really strong in your nose and in your face for like 15, 16 hours straight, right? So I try to avoid using it behind my ears or on my neck or on my chest, and I keep it a little lower, like I said, back of my hand or my elbow pits. Now, coming to the one reason, if the yumminess of the scent or the performance of this thing doesn't convince you to not buy, but at least try this one, it is the compliments. If you know me, you know that I've done like 1 compliments list video in the last 3 years. So I don't get too many compliments. I get it from a couple of people, colleagues who know me, my wife and close friends. But like you, I don't get too many compliments, every day. Like most YouTubers do that, I see like every week there's a compliments video. I don't know how they do it. I'm like you, I don't get compliments on a daily basis. But this one, honestly, with this one, I've worn it 3 times and every single time I have been complimented. This is a compliment monster. Now, I'm not saying you buy this only because of the compliments, but if you're looking for something that's going to get you noticed, something that people are going to love around you, then definitely check this one out. I wore this first. The first time I wore this was not actually this bottle. It was from a sample that I had of this, and I wore it when my wife and I went for a movie, like I was talking earlier, with the shawl. Now, I was sitting next to a young teenage guy, and when the movie ended, he looked at me and he said his girlfriend insisted that he asks me what fragrance I'm wearing and make sure that he buys it for himself. That really never happens to me. I'll take that as a compliment. The same night, my wife and I, after the movie, went for dinner, and the valet who was giving our keys back to our car says that both me and my car smell amazing. So yeah, get ready for compliments with this one. So quickly, let me list out the pros. This is unique with 2 E's. It is a killer performer, and this is a compliment magnet. And the cons, this is not very versatile, to be honest, and it is on the pricier side. But I would say honestly, with the performance, this is a 100 ml bottle. This 100 ml bottle is going to last you for years, because you're going to wear like 3 or 4 sprays max with this one. If you're in the UAE, if you're in Dubai or in the UAE or in the GCC, I'll share a link with you in the description of Exotics Perfumery, which is an official distributor, the only distributor, because this is the only place I could find it, the only distributor for unique luxury at the moment in the UAE, and they're willing to give 15% off. I make no money out of it. You get 15% off. I'll leave a link to their Instagram page and obviously the official page for unique luxury as well. So if you want, contact them and tell them that you saw the review on Smelly Cat's channel, and you get 15% off. I'm saying, make no money out of it. Alright, I hope I have answered all the questions you have about this one, or at least got you a little intrigued about it. The ball is in your court now, really. If you're looking for something like this, like I've mentioned, if you're looking for compliments, you're looking for something unique, it's sweet, it's going to grab attention, try this. At least try this, because it's definitely worth trying. It's definitely one of the better releases that have come this year. And I think I've answered all questions. If you still have some, leave them in the comments. And until next time, no, not until next time. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon. And until next time, keep smelling amazing.